going, Nakama? Brits is back with some One Piece 1115, and we've got multiple lads. How is it going, gentlemen?
It's going good. Finally, glad to be back after 2 weeks.
Right?
The breaks are just killing me. They're killing me. I hope there are no more breaks after this.
And speaking about being back, Bullet, how you doing, my dude?
I'm doing great. Just looking forward to reading some One Piece with you guys.
Mm-hmm. And as always, Samurai Drew, what it do? Is Luffy down there with you?
No, we put him down.
I will hurt you.
Into the kennel.
Okay.
He's in the kennel sleeping.
It's like, we will fight if you ever pull. That is not funny.
He nipped me too hard when we were playing. I thought,
yeah,
dangerous dog.
Apparently it learned from its owners.
I'm surprised that's what you said.
Alright.
And sleep.
Interesting.
And we can all do this. We should all do this one together, right?
Yeah. So as we jump in, we have chapter 1115, Pieces of a Continent. Oh, this is going to get interesting. And the Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage, Volume 5, Hiyori and Otoko are packing me a bento lunch. That's adorable.
I think Sagreen is going to be proven so right on the Pangea thing. I think the pieces of the continent, I think the pieces of it, so they're going to get ripped away. And the pieces of it, so I think Sagreen's going to be really right with the Pangea idea.
Well, that's the thing, because there aren't really islands, and there aren't really continents in One Piece. They're islands. So this is the first time we've heard of like a continent before.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very, very interested in how this is gonna roll. Let's see here. All right. So in that, I am going to go on. Any thoughts about Hiyori and Otoko packing Yamato a bento lunch?
They're just kind of showing, I guess, what normal life is like. I don't know if there's anything extra we can glean out of here besides everyone's happy.
Very kawaii. That's all I can really say. Very kawaii.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So in that, I'll go ahead and jump in, and I'll go in 3, 2.
Oh my God! I just saw the first book. Go ahead.
Flower Capital Wano. Okay, that's interesting. I can't believe this gets signals from abroad. But as for why he was called a pirate, Orochi had it, and Orochi had one. Okay, that's pretty cool. So we have Momo, Kinemon. We have Shinobu. Then we have Otama, and then some other person in the back corner. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So Joy Boy was a pirate. He sounds just like Luffy. Exactly. You've heard of him, my lord? Let's see here. And everyone's gathered around, just hanging out and listening. And then down at the bottom, oh my God. Wow. Wow. Guess who's back? The Brig Naval Base, G4. They're not even an impel down.
Right. They're like
Joy Boy. I don't believe he's stronger than our captain. Right, Captain Kid? Leave the guys alone. He's already dead. Former fake Luffy, Demono Black, and now he's pretending to be used as Captain Kid. This dude.
Useless Captain Kid.
I hate you. Oh no! I have to agree now.
Right.
You
agree with the meme.
Have you heard of that one, Doug? Useless Captain Kid. Have you heard of that?
Oh yeah, it's been around forever, man.
Oh, that's painful. That one's painful. Let's see here.
Who was that? What was that? The AI? Or no, that must have been
No, that was the guy from what's his name?
Grand Review.
Grand Line Review, yeah.
Biden anime debate.
That is
But
so.
he stole it.
That is so funny and so hurtful. So we just have to have this conversation. Demano Black is not only back, he is now impersonating Kid, who apparently has taken off, might be gone.
And Killer, and Pyro, and
all of them are just impersonating them now.
Now wait a minute, who was? So that must be the Zoro. The Zoro guy is Killer, and Sanji is the lookalike for Pyro, and I forget the other guy's name.
I don't know. For me, I'm just trying to catch up with what's happening right now, because in this you have not only was it the imposter from way back when, it was the it's the posse of the imposter who's now impostering someone.
That's Frankie's imposter. The last one is Frankie's imposter.
That is just all sorts of wild. So, talk about blast from the past, y'all. Leave the guy alone. He's already dead. That's the captain we love and admire. Kid's the most generous. What is happening right now? I am so confused. There's no way that I'm weaker than Joy Ball. I don't know where to go from here, so I'm just gonna move on.
Thank God.
He really just threw out a Joy Ball. He really just threw out a Joy Ball.
Oh, that's actually the boy.
Rock button, but this is the actual rock button for kids.
It's just
a button for kittens.
Say that one more time.
No, I thought Sagreen said a button for kittens.
A button for kittens? I don't know what that means, but
no, I said this is the real rock bottom. They've hit.
The real rock bottom. Yes.
Yeah, this is real bottom for that.
Yeah. As a kid fan, this is absolutely atrocious. So I'm moving on in 3, 2, 1. Wow, that was so funny. So we are back at Egghead Island. So Around the World Again is officially done. So, the Navy is like, I have only read from a handful of poneglyphs, but what I have found there was a record of a breathtaking, vast war. Here we go! I am so happy I did not get spoiled in any bit at all on any of this. Joy Boy's enemy was the world government of the present day. Wait, that is us. If he was a pirate, that checks out. Okay. And so we're setting the groundwork for everything that's about to happen, Nakama. And with that groundwork, I'm going to pass it off to my homeboy, Samurai Drew, unless there are any panel-by-panel discussions on this.
No. We're excited to see when the continents come to play. So, ready, set, Egga. Punk.
Is that thing getting bigger?
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, maybe, but yeah. So now he's eating the island. And, obviously the punch didn't do anything to either one of them. They're just striking. That was just a nice, blow for blow last chapter. More accurately, it was the predecessor to the world government, a provisional army put together by 20 kingdoms, known as the Alliance. And then we see the Conqueror's Hockey and all of the snails dropping like flies all around the lab. Meant to be the decoys. Or the transmissions. And so he's just killing a bunch of snails and he's like, Rah!
The murder of the snails continues. It's just so sad. I'm so proud of this community. When this started, we're all just like, he's murdering them. They're all, those poor transponder snails are being murdered. You monster! I love this community.
You might say that they had no choice. So robust was Joy Boy's faction. Oh wow. So Joy Boy was on the side of the 20 kingdoms.
Wait, what?
No.
No, he was fighting against them.
Oh, it's so robust was Joy Boy's faction. Oh, that's why they had to band together. I see. Okay, got it. Without knowing the spark that caused the war, I won't say who was right or wrong. I'll simply state that two competing ideologies came head to head. As I mentioned earlier, for its time, 900 years ago, the country of Joy Boy's birth.
Here we go. Here we go.
You're gonna flash to Zoe in the New World. Okay, and I haven't looked at the next page, but I mean, come on, it's got to be the Kingdom of D. You know,
let's go.
But the Kingdom of D has disappeared, something like that. That's not good.
I'm just getting all limber.
On to page 5. It was a startling advanced civilization.
My pulse.
And the weapons that were used over the course of this 100-year conflict appeared to be impossible to recreate with the latest of modern science.
Wait, were devil fruits the weapons used during this war?
And the weapons that were used for this war appear to be impossible to recreate with the latest of modern science. Well, it was a kingdom in the future, but yeah, that's making me think that it was devil fruits. You're right.
It's like the kingdom is separate from the that were fighting Joy Boy. It's not part of the 20 kingdoms.
Interesting. Well, yeah, it was going against the 20 kingdoms. Huh.
Here we go. Then we got Foxy's crew. What nonsense is this? He's talking peanuts.
He has a... Oh my gosh.
I'm starving. And here's Portia, my main girl. Even a humble genius cannot replicate them like the Iron Giant. Okay.
That's right too.
What's he bragging about? Pull. And yeah, so that's great seeing Foxy with the new little mustache and his little Foxy boat without a Jolly Roger, because he's true to his word. He didn't recreate his Jolly Roger. And therein lies the problem. And the lava face. And, you know, therein lies the problem. It's like, how the hell were they defeated when the technology was so far advanced? Interesting. On to Sigrid.
Okay. Alright. In the labo face we see Stussy with okay, so it's Stussy and Kaku. And you stay in the bubble. It's me, Edison. Okay. And Kaku he's just there looking in the bubble. Not moving, not doing anything. Lower the barrier and run for safety. What? I can't. If anything happens to the Straw Hats before they can leave. Honestly, there isn't much point to the barrier anymore. If it can't stop these guys from getting past, it, we see. Okay, Edison is.
Okay, yeah, that's Edison. I was wondering about
puffing and puffing.
He's had a tough time.
Yeah. And we have certain moving, which is hiking also, bringing down all the Mushi.
Oh, good call. I thought he was holding it too. No, yeah, it's a good call. So they're just running around releasing conquerors and destroying everything. They're just spray farting the living crap out of that entire place. Just
hoping they will get rid of the one making the
just spray and pray.
Yeah. I've done all I can to help the Straw Hats make their escape. They can take it from here. And he's about to die.
think that's
And Jinbei is running with Zoro. Are you on your Jinbei? Sorry, almost there. Since I met Jinbei, we were Okay, Zoro is saying apologies to Jinbei. Was that you I heard saying something, Zoro? Zoro? So this is Sanji. Sanji or Nami?
It has to be Nami. Sanji's literally no, he's not in the mouth of the horsey dude anymore. He's fighting a horse, but I'm pretty sure it's Nami because it's the person who's like, "Are you on your way?" And then it was, and if he's apologizing, more than likely it's Nami.
Yeah. Also, Sanji doesn't call Zoro by his name. He calls him Mosfet.
Well done. Well done. Is that it for you, or is that your next? Okay, you're halfway through.
Yeah. Horribly, more ships are gathering around the northeast coast. We don't want to land in the water early to get bombarded to bits. And we see here, okay, the giant ships and the marine ships are closing in from both sides. That's a relief, Stella. Would be so upset. That's a relief. Stella would be so upset with me if I didn't help them get away. Okay. Nah, he wouldn't. Now get out of there. But I don't know what to do. Without Stella around anymore, who do I live for?
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
So she's been living for Vegapunk this entire time.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. Especially, it goes a lot into how she was talking about Kuma being a human but having the will of a doll, and her being a doll and having a will of her own kind of if she really has a will of her own kind of thing like that. It was very interesting during the flashbacks when they had those types of conversations. So that's a chin. Anyone else on these panel by panels? Any thoughts?
I think it'd be fun if she just joined back with CP0. They're like, hey, we'll just forget all about that. You can just, like, I don't think anybody knows that she, turned heel. Just their own agent. So that'd be funny if they're like, hey, listen, why don't you just come back to the team, we understand. We like espionage. We're all into that. We love that lifestyle.
I would have thought Lucci would have told during that report.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, never mind. But maybe not. That'd be fun. They're like, hey, you're part of the gang. We wouldn't rat on you. But who knows?
Lucci doesn't seem.
We're talking about Lucci, right?
Oh yeah. I just wanted to be redeemed in some way.
He already has been, and he gave it up. We went through this. We all were like, do we like Lucci now? Nah, we don't like Lucci now. No, is Kaku cool too? And now he sucks again. We did this.
No. He can change.
Also,
no, he can't.
Speaking of the anime bullet, that's all the stuff they still have to go through is fighting the Seraphim. Like all of that stuff they still have to get through. It's
so freaking good. The Egghead anime right now is like on fire. So good. I just watched it. The best One Piece that's ever been. So good.
It's just like Rob Lucci we already fell for it. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Drew apparently likes getting fooled. Okay. Take his money, not mine.
I have twist issues.
Are we gonna make another bet here, Chris?
I have bet issues. Yeah. Oh, I just looked at the next page, Bullet. Thank God, there's not a lot.
All right, go ahead. Let's go ahead and jump in, Bullet. Then.
You don't want to do 2,500 on Rob Lucci becoming a good boy?
Oh my God. I don't have that much.
Until when do we have?
Is that exactly how much you have? No.
It's like the end of the series.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, Doug. That's all you.
Alright, we're going on to the next page.
No bets.
Oh. No bets? Alright. And we're back to Sanji and Bonnie and the Giants fight against
Oh, yeah. Oh!
Saint Misjuro. Don't let him use that katana. The old geezer can cut through anything. Does that mean he's comparable to Mihawk?
Oh yeah.
Does he know the sound of all things?
There's swordsmen that can cut everything and cut nothing.
If he did all that to the MK3s all around the island without people even really seeing him, I think so.
Out.
Also, they're spray farting Conqueror's hockey, knocking out all the transponder snails. I think he can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this guy's not trying to claim the title of best swordsman. He's just like the eternal best swordsman.
900 years. I hope he's pretty damn good.
Wait a minute. Should we pause and ask ourselves, could Mihawk...
I'm just...
Do we want that to just be the question?
Yeah, because now I'm thinking about it, Mihawk would probably destroy him.
Okay, start a poll.
So, wait, hold on. So is there devil fruits that they have Zoans?
Yes.
I'm assuming?
Oh yeah, we haven't had a conversation about this at all. I would say yes because of their halo.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say that looks like the Awakened Zoan halo right there.
I think that they're not devil fruits. This is a whole can of worms, but I don't think they're devil fruits. I think they're just devils, and like that's like the raw version of it. So like I don't think that they like.
Yeah.
So would Luffy be a devil as well then?
No.
Or
he has
is
a devil fruit.
Any devil fruit, it does show like.
Well, wait, Luffy's is a white
type
cloud
of
though.
Demon, the yokai they represent.
Anyways, bio response detected. Bonnie. Look out, Bonnie. Yeah. Holy. Frankie's tiny.
Oh. What? Yeah, what is going on there?
Oh well, no, I mean she's just really big because she keeps copying Luffy's moves.
Not cool. Unoriginal.
I know, right?
Get your own stuff, girl.
It's just seeing Frankie look tiny next to Bonnie is just, I don't know, pretty comical.
Right.
He's clotheslining her right in the throat.
Drew, give her a break. She's just 12.
Oh yeah. Right.
And
I got brought up with.
based on imagination.
Then we're going on to the next page. Yep, you can see Frankie is now way bigger than she is. She has shrunk down now. She just fallen there. And the head of that ship, after that sword swipe, everything's just gone. After that sword swipe.
Bio response detected. What the hell does that mean, do you think? So weird.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I thought that was strange too. Can't hold that future form for long. Oh yeah, she. Well, I mean that was the Luffy side effect too.
Oh yeah.
Becoming tiny.
That is funny.
And the Void Sentry came to a close with the defeat of Joy Boy. How long must you jam around, Vegapunk? Where's he going? So it looks like Misjuro is flying away.
Oh, he's had enough playing around. So.
Yeah.
He's had enough horsing around.
Oh, dang it! Gosh, how did I miss that?
Wit.
That was a great one, man.
Alright, going on to the next page here.
Green, that was so good. Okay.
Oh, man. So
I think
what
it's
is this?
Dark
What is this?
Britain. Alright?
Oh, it's my turn?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm just having a lot of fun updating the stream. Since I'm jumping in, just so y'all know, the poll is up. This can be the poll for the full time, or until we'll see. So, or until we have a big, nice discussion on that. So, let's see here. How long is it gonna run? So, top of page 10. Let's see here. This is a. Yep, it's. Dear God. This is a double pager.
Insane.
So here comes Horse Jiro jumping up, obnoxious response, and he cuts Punk Records in two. Mind you, Punk Records is what, twice the size of the Punk Hazard that Law cut in half like this. So just putting that point of scale and reference out there. Also, that is beautiful as far as him just slashing it in half with
the horse body.
With the horse body and the shading. The shading on this is absolutely on top tier. So
I just thought of this. He's not the world's best swordsman because he also has the devil fruit, so therefore he can't be the best swordsman.
Interesting. So the best swordsman can't have a devil fruit then.
There you go.
Is what you're saying. Okay. That's an interesting conversation.
He's the best.
So that means Shiryu can never be the best swordsman then, is what you're saying.
Right. Yes, I do agree with that as well.
Okay.
He's never said he was a good. He never proclamated himself as the best swordsman or anything like that.
That
He's
is
the
a
best
conversation.
Sword horseman. All right.
That is a huge conversation that we will have at some point in the future. That is spicy. Just a heads up though, if everyone else wants to go ahead and vote while we are going through this, anyone in the chat, go ahead and vote. That really does help us out as far as where all this goes. So we have obnoxious response, cuts it in half. Well, it's funny because you have a split, a little panel of the full of Egghead, and then you expand out, right as Vegapunk says, but not before, leaving vast permanent scars of war across the face of the world. And that is when Horse Jiro just slices it into. So that is an excellent little parting of Egghead. He split the egg in two. Huh? And then, so now, are they free though? So now you have the everything lifting up off the top, where apparently the captives from the CPs are being held. I don't know which ones. Not that smart. And they're like, huh? And then you have baby seraphims, all just looking up and be like, Nani? And then you have.
I love how
Are they getting pulled out? Oh, they're getting drops. Because now it's starting to. They're falling out of it from the looks of it. Okay. So it looks like they're falling out of it and being free?
It's like they're falling to the lower levels.
Most likely. So, in one fell swoop, they are now free. And I don't think he did anything else. So, poo-poo on you, Horse Duo. That is a pretty epic way of getting into that. I'm going to turn it over to Samurai Drew.
Yeah.
Because that was a double pager, so. Pretty epic one, too.
Pretty epic. Epic, man. Okay, page 12. The world is made up of here we go. A series of islands. Sailing between them is difficult, and many people never experience anything but their own culture at home. Yeah, duh. Haha. Everyone knows the sea is dangerous, but this is a shared understanding of the world. But this shared understanding of the world does not necessarily apply to the world of 1,000 years ago, because of a cataclysm during the Void Century. Okay. Whoa, huh? Oh, this is things that the One Piece community has been theorizing for years and years and years and years. This is so good.
Wait, is that...
Ready? What? What do you got? Before I go on to the next.
Wait,
What's up?
Speak fast.
is that Koshiran scene? Going is that...
Yes. Yes.
I
Sorry, I
think
didn't even
they're on
comment on it. Yes, you're right. It is, and they're all, but the one swords. They're not doing the 3-sword style like the cover page. They must have gotten scolded at enough to go back to the 1-sword style. Okay. On to the next. Okay. Because of the cataclysm during the Void Century, causing the world to sink once before, we are currently living on the pieces of a continent that existed long ago. And you can see the bottom of the world. Oh, this is the ancient kingdom beneath the waves here. So, the flood was way big, and the continents didn't move. We're just on top of them. Is that what they're saying?
So islands are basically like the mountaintops.
Basically, this is Waterworld.
This is Waterworld.
The island...
Because I thought that maybe it was more like the continents got pulled, like the little parts of the continents were pulled and they're like kind of floating above or whatever. But this is more like...
Yeah, what I'm thinking maybe the part of the little... Go ahead, Drew.
Well then, that doesn't really answer why the red line is so crazy.
I mean, it does.
What I'm thinking
Still.
is maybe the little islands got broken off. So it's not that they are like mountaintops, but like they broke off the actual continent and were like ended up floating around.
So you're still with the floating continent, and the continent polars, like oars, pulled those islands in a nice line on the red line. I kind of like that too.
Interesting. All of this is just fascinating.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I still have 2 more things to go. Sorry. Huh? And all of the frickin'. And by the way, the sea beast in the background is awesome. Huh? And the Revolutionary Army is like gasping, and Dragon is just like, yeah, I know. And Sabo is thinking, ... We got a few ... this page. The world of a millennium ago now slumbers unseen at the bottom of the sea. Isn't it weird that those monkeys didn't see that? Remember how the monkeys in Skypiea? They didn't see all this, so that's kind of funny.
Well, they were always bringing up like artifacts and relics, so there was that.
Okay, fine. In fact, oh yes, oh my gosh, I just went on to the next page. Sorry, it was the Green's turn.
Alright, let me move on to the next. I just have a lot of stuff.
No, Sheik!
My brain is just running 100 miles per hour.
Yep. So keep that going.
Okay. In fact, one can assume that in the past there were a number of continents we knew nothing about. Oh, okay, multiple continents. This is also why the world's in danger.
Oh.
Crew.
Hey, Segrain, I think Foxy came back and got you.
What's going on?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I do. You're doing fine.
Yep, I can hear you both. I just get here.
Where was he? Should we all do a box?
Sorry, just you guys who got Foxy.
All right,
I
think you got Foxy, brother. So
Give me another chance.
Can you hear me, Segrain? Okay. So
I think we should keep going, and then we'll tell him where he is when if he comes back.
So I last heard. You can tell me about it later. I'm going to check on the Tangerine Grows, and that's Nojiko. So baby girl Nojiko. That's where I was at. What about you guys?
Yes, and should can I do a paragraph with my fun voice?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and do that middle paragraph with Vagabond.
If the world were still the same as it was in the past, then the act of erasing 100 years of history would be simply an unthinkable and impossible. However, it makes much more sense when you understand that the rise in the sea level over that century
was 200 meters.
200 meters.
600
The
feet.
green- Can you hear me now? Probably not. What? 200 meters! And everyone's like freaking losing their mind at the Navy. 200 meters. How much is that in American?
That's 600 feet.
Half a mile?
Let's see here. 600 feet is the U.S. Bank of downtown Milwaukee. So that's half of the Empire State Building.
Oh. And the Empire State Building is a mile high.
Empire State Building is 1250. So U.S. Bank would be, and so that it would be half of that. So half of the Empire State Building. The water level rose by half of the Empire State Building. Yes, I understand very much. Oh, I see Segray moving. Oh.
Wouldn't that be crazy? The only people that survive are like hillbillies in the Appalachian Mountains.
You mean what is happening in the One Piece world?
Right, only like the inbred the hillbillies in the mountains are the only ones that survive. Like yeehaw, you know, and like people are like swimming ashore and they like shoot them because they don't want them on the property. Bro, that'd be insane if that happened in the United States.
Oh yeah. So so we're right there in the middle of the 200 meters. And then we have the 200 meters, and that's by the Marines. So Segrane's still frozen on my end. So I think we can.
And
I see him moving a little bit. When Segrane, when you come back, do the balloons, and then just that's how we'll know. Oh, he dropped off. Never mind. So in that context,
hey, I'm back.
And now he's the hot potato continues. So in this, Doug, let's go ahead and jump into you. Okay, so you'll do 15 and 16.
All right. All right. We just finished the 200 meters.
Yep.
Alright, so on to page 15. These gigantic battleships are only 60 meters long. No wonder the whole world vanished. Hey, don't get distracted by the story.
They already got them. They're in their heads.
Huh?
Cypher Pola and the Seraphim came falling down to the ground level. We gotta rescue them. Did you hear that? This man's still lying. The old cute's cracking me up. No way any of it that is true.
Oh, I love that they keep on panning back to them.
It's Mocktown. I love it.
Oh. Do we got Segrin?
Let's see.
I should get now.
Yep.
Do we have the budget for the balloons?
So I think, Segrain, do you want to finish off the bottom of page 15? Basically, the Cherry Blossom Kingdom. And start there.
Oh, okay. I haven't even read the top.
Oh, you haven't read the top?
Okay.
If you haven't read the top, go ahead and start from the top. Go ahead and start from the top then.
These patches are only 80 meters long, okay? No wonder the whole world vanished. Hey, don't get distracted by the story. Cypherpole and the Seraphim came falling down to ground level. We gotta rescue them. Did you hear that? This man's still lying. And this, I feel laughing. And the sitting keeps joking. What is the name of the island again?
It's
Morgan Island,
Mocktown.
right?
It's Mocktown.
Mock Island.
It's Mocktown. Yeah.
Markdown. Yeah. And the old code's cracking me up. No way any of that is true. The Cherry Blossom Kingdom, Chopper's homeland. How did such a thing happen? There's still so much to learn about the world. Like the Korean.
I
That mountain
appreciate
over
that
there
from her.
just, yeah. That mountain over there is just about 200 meters. Imagine the sea running that high. It sounds like hell. How many people must have died? So can we assume that fishermen evolved from actually humans to?
I don't know. That is a very interesting conversation.
At least the merfolk, the mermaid.
I mean, who knows? They probably could have just got it on. People say they're not that much different, so who knows? Breeding in One Piece is its own thing, so if you can be pregnant for 20 months, who knows what else you can do. We have breeding between giants and humans.
Yeah.
Figure that one out. And then there's Big Bomb, so I think that's a possibility. Let's just say that. I think that's right. Bullet, are there any panel by panels, gentlemen? I think this is pretty straightforward around the world.
The question is, how do we handle the last page?
Well, 16 to 17, just give it to Doug. Yeah, it's all Bullet.
Yeah.
Bullet, bring us home, buddy.
Alright. Moving on to page 16.
Oh, it's not a double page spread. Wow.
As for why the sea level rose so much during that century, it would be natural to assume the work of a sudden natural disaster, but I could state for a fact that this was a man-made disaster. That's just crazy. If such a cataclysm... Oh, there's Vivi!
Vivi's right? The one who shut him up.
Oh, man. Well, now we know where she is.
Oh, yeah.
If such a cataclysm were caused by natural forces, then the initial disaster would have spanned several centuries and inflicted slow but continual damage upon the world. But by any measurement, climatology, geology, environmental, and atmosphere science, this dramatic shift could not have happened within a single century. So the cause is something else, and when I detected the rise in worldwide sea levels the other day, I had my answer. Moving on to the last page.
I think we're good. Let's just go.
Alright. I knew the cause and confirmed its existence. The ancient weapons that sank the world into the sea 800 years ago still exist today and await the moment that they stir once again. In other words, the vast war that arose during the Void Century never came to an end. You got Emu there. With his... What is that, the Renegon?
Rasengan. I think this is the perfect time for us to pivot into a sip and discuss, a toast to kicking butt. For those who are joining us, please go ahead and vote who will win in a sword fight, Mihawk or Saint Venus Joro. Where do we want to start? Do we start with sounds like the fact that the ancient weapons were just blasting the living hell out of everything, and that is where let's just say this: if it rose by a meter after one blast, 200 meters, 200 blasts, like how much blowing up did they use during that ancient war? Like, that's kind of where my mind's going. So there's
Well,
that.
I'm just thinking about Impel Down. Like, we know that one happened. And maybe two.
How
But-
tall is
You're
that red line?
not talking about Impel Down. You're talking about
Ennie's Lobby. My
Ennie's
bad.
Lobby. Ennie's
Yeah.
Lobby. But who knows? Impel Down could have, if it's a hole into the seafloor, maybe.
Oh, by the way, Impel Down is just a giant castle.
Just a giant castle on the water.
Yeah, and so then when it flooded, it was just right up to the top, right where ships could park.
That's the thing. Like, oh my goodness. So.
Then every level corresponds to a different Gorosei.
So how big is that damn elephant? Because apparently,
It's a mile.
apparently, like
Makes
it's
it more than 200 meters.
but it's been like that this whole time. So the water has just been rising on it. It hasn't been like, oh, let me just dip my toes in the water. Oh, I made it. Now I can stand. It's just been standing. The water's just been rising on it.
Or Joy Boy stretched his legs out.
Oh my god.
You hate that? I like the idea that he's like, keep walking! Stretched over. What's that camera?
Oh my gosh. He stretched his legs out. That is so funny because it is quite... It might actually be a possibility. Because that's more than likely how he made the area around Wano. It was just like...
Oh, no. He grabs the trunk of a regular elephant and blows into it. And then with his devil fruit power, then that makes him big. You know, like expands the elephant, and then they can live on it.
Here's the thing. It sounds ha 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 he did it to Kaido in a fight. Like, I just don't know what else to say. Like,
I think, yeah, that'd be so fun if Joy Boy and,
wow.
Zunisha, like Joy Boy made Zunisha. That'd be so funny.
This is... So the one continent, and everything is literally just on top. Everything is just like a peak on top of that. Interesting.
Doug, Doug, you mentioned something. You're like, oh, now we know where Vivi is, but we've known that Vivi has been with Big News
Wapol.
Morgan, and Wapol for a bit now. She snuck Wapol on, right? To Big News Morgan. Oh, Big News Morgan snuck Vivi on to.
Wapol stuck.
No, it's Wapo that snuck you to Big News Morgan's ship.
Yeah, because Wapol was running out of Pangea Cat. It's called Pangea. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Right. It's
Oh!
called
And Jia
Pangea
Castle, right?
Castle. Yes.
When Wapol, oh my god, it's all just making so much more sense.
But
When Wapol was running out for his damn life out of Pangea Castle, he gobbled her up, and that's when Wapol's wife was just like, they're looping!
right.
So, and then he called Big News. Big News came, scooped him up, and Vivi that whole time has been bad-mouthing Big News, and he's just like, don't badmouth Morgsy, he's taking care of us. And she's like, fuck you. Luffy would never do all of that. So yeah, it's been a fun little time with all of them. Wow, that's all just its own little journey.
Yeah, Joy Boy was a pirate. Then the ancient kingdom, the world government sank the world.
Well, more importantly, it was a war. So the world government sank a lot of the kingdoms, and that's what's been rising the sea level as we've seen, and that attunes to the war not being over, quote unquote. So I guess this now comes into the war being the war against the will of D, possibly, and what that could possibly mean. Like, it's the Alliance. So we now have the name of the original name of the 20 Kingdoms, which was the Alliance. Huzzah! Not really sure where we go with that, but yeah.
Would it be crazy if 200 meters, right? That's like as much as Emu can possibly flood the world. He or she has tried to go beyond that, but can't get, and then like little bits of like can only go like she's trying as hard as he or she can to destroy everybody.
Again, if that kind of goes on, the every blast is a new meter. So how many blasts, and do you want to accelerate the rate of the earth, the water going up? So you have to now start moderating it. And
the celestial dragons are going to be complaining that they don't have slaves once they kill everybody. So they want to make sure there's a small, manageable population on the seas.
It's just so interesting. So all of it is just so fascinating.
I would actually conclude that every new blast is a new mirror. It might depend on the amount of energy used for the blast and how big the blast is. What if what we find in Lucci wasn't that big? It didn't use that much energy.
That's fair.
When it comes to the scale of how much it does, because if we see 200 blast, it makes sense with this world governance, but it is also just too precise to say, okay, there's a precise number that they were aiming for.
True. My question kind of goes, if we're bringing the mother flame into it, is that for me sounds more like how it's moved. I think the actual weapon can power itself and blast the living hell out of whoever, but it's moving it that's the issue, and where the mother flame comes into play. That's at least where I'm thinking the mother flame comes into play. It's not necessarily the source of the boom boom pow pow explosion, it's just how it's moved.
Stop. Have you guys seen this? This is the big theory going around in the One Piece community right now. Gear 6 Luffy, where he combines with the Mother Flame, and he turns into Super Saiyan Gear 5 Luffy.
Oh god. I think fifth is where we're done.
Dude, can you imagine he has like the Ace Flame? And he's like stretchy Luffy. Like that'd be like the 1-2 combo. That'd be insane. Versus the darkness fruit. Oh,
I'd say he already does that though.
Flames?
He what is he did it underwater too. And we were just like, how the hell did he do that underwater?
Oh no, stop. The friction of the air going against his fist when he is in hockey.
Yeah, that's
and Gear 2.
Yeah, Red Hawk, like, so I mean, we've already seen him in this
here's a theory that I think I heard somewhere. I can't remember whether it is here on the stream or somewhere I'm used to. There's a theory I heard that what if like the way the your fight said, like Luffy gets very tired, he becomes even old because he needs to eat a lot, like it consumes all of his energy. What if the Mother Flame is the final thing that he needs to be able to stabilize that? And with the Red Hawk and Red Rock are just like foreshadowing from Oda. Like, what if the Mother Flame is what he needs to have his final form?
Again,
that's what I'm saying too.
We just got a final form, so I don't think it would be this quick.
No, I'm saying eventually. I'm not even saying at the end of this arc. I'm saying like end game with Blackbeard. I'm just imagining like this big like cartoon, like because Blackbeard has 2 devil fruits, right? So Luffy could have like 2 powers too. That'd be interesting. You could combine it like that. Earthquake versus this is too fun.
That's interesting, but also Luffy already makes his own. He has multiple powers though already. He makes fire. He can control the earth like it's jelly.
Like, you can't like make a fire stream.
Here's what I'm like talking about.
He grabs frickin' lightning.
Like with your fifth, it has a limited time frame. What if the Mother Flame is the energy that he needs? Well, Luffy eats everything. What if he literally just eats the Mother Flame?
Yeah,
and that was the final piece of puzzle that he needed to.
Boring. That should be a side effect.
Sustain it.
Side effect. It should be able to
The
help
molecule
him
was
out.
a side effect?
Yeah, like a side effect is that he has endless energy, like Naruto and his what is that? That one form where he grabs nature chakra.
Nature.
Yeah, Kurama? Or this
Right.
one?
It's like two
The
different powers.
barrier mode.
So
Okay. Oh, yeah. I have something else we can talk about unless you just sound like you want
I was just
to
gonna say, it sounds like that one's coming to an end. We can go for a little bit after an hour, but
Yeah.
we're coming up on it. So just wanted to
I want
bring that
Doug to
up.
talk. I want to hear Doug.
Doug, any thoughts and theories? We haven't heard from you in over a year. So outside of if Damalo Black is going to be Trafalgar Law after this, like, what are your thoughts?
What are my thoughts with Law?
What are your thoughts on everything outside of Damalgo Black possibly being Law in the third iteration, since he's already Kid here?
Wait, who's Kid? And who are you?
Damalgo Black in the very beginning of the chapter, that fake Luffy is now fake Kid, and I was making the joke if he's going to be if he's going to be fake Law next.
Well, I mean, why would he stop being Kid? Kid's never going to show up to something for pretending to be Kid.
He's not gonna call him on his bluff.
So it's like, yeah, unless Kid comes back from the dead,
He might be dead.
you know, nobody's there to call his bluff.
He might actually be dead. We'll see. But yeah, we haven't heard from you in over a year for as far as One Piece goes. Where are your thoughts? How badly did you cry during the Kuma backflash? Like, let us know.
Oh man, yeah. So
Genie, how's Genie in your top 10 now? Tell us.
How is? I don't know if I can put her in my top 10.
Yeah,
I mean, there's just too many characters in this show to really have a fair representation of the top 10. But no, it explained a lot. They have explained so much. It doesn't feel like it's been that long. Like, these chapters just go by so quickly right now. Like, they come out, and you read them, and I don't think One Piece has ever been so good.
Week to week, for me.
Week to week.
art.
Like,
It's a good art. I got that art.
it is the best One Piece I have read every week, ever since Wano ended. You know, it's never a disappointment. It's just been snowballing. I thought the Kuma story was great. I loved hearing about the Buccaneers.
Haven't even gotten back to that shit yet.
You know, the whole fact that of Vegapunk's theory on how devil fruits came to be. I think that's very interesting. Based off of the will of people.
Yeah.
So, based off of the dream, so I'm wondering if that has a connection with the will of D.
The Dreamers.
Yeah, they could be the dreamers, the ones that are able to create devil fruits or call to them, you know. Perhaps Will of D or people with the name D are the only ones who can, you know, unlock the awakening of the Joy Boy fruit. You know, the Giants coming in. Super exciting. Could we go into Elbaf? There's just so much. I'm really curious to find out what these elders actually are. Have they been around since the Void Century?
Yeah. Because even help push it along for the elders part, they did not get like an official like demon fruit reveal when they were all revealed. And that is generally what would have happened at such a moment and point. So, to your point, are they even Zoans or are they something different than Zoans?
Well, yeah, because it looked like they had the Halo cloud like Luffy has. But yeah, I have no idea.
With Eam being a nightmare creature, they could be nightmares. Like, that's the thing. So much. That's what. So many cool stuff.
Who's your favorite Gorosei, and who's your least favorite?
Oh yeah, design.
Because we have a least favorite. I can't wait to. Hopefully, we can all agree.
I hope it.
Design? Oh man.
Here, you might have to Google it if you need to. Gorosei.
I just have to take a look at them all. Like I think they all look really cool.
And even Peter?
They
made Peter a giant worm. Sorry, an Alaskan bull worm.
Dude, we hate the worm. We hate the worm. We don't
My big
support
thing is
worms
its mouth.
around here.
It has like an X on its face, but then its mouth opens like this. Like, I don't really get how it goes from an X to this. If it opened like 4 like little jaw things, that would be cool and would make much more sense for that design. But it goes from an X mouth to this, and I'm just like, I don't know how. What the?
I don't know,
Also,
like,
his name is Peter, and it's a dick. Like, what's coming? Come on now, what's going on here?
It's Peter.
Well, I mean,
Peter's showing. Peter's popping out of the ground.
Seriously.
Watch out.
That Peter's chasing them all over the island. Won't even let him go.
Oh my god! Run for the hills! It's Peter coming at me. Yeah.
I don't
Anyway,
know.
we're immature.
We really haven't seen him fight yet, have we?
He's been biting at them, and that's it.
Oh, well, I mean, you know.
He ate Luffy and got his neck chopped off, and the giant was just like,
right.
I remember this, because I did this to a Brachiosaurus that I murdered when I first met Luffy. So yes, he has been fighting.
You don't like the worm. I don't like Usopp's nose. So,
That's fair.
you know.
That's fine.
Oh my. Did we ever talk about the live action? I forget.
Oh man, the live action was great.
We
did talk about
we
it.
may not have. Because if he hasn't
No,
done
we
the
haven't.
stream...
With Bullet, we haven't.
Yeah, we haven't with Bullet then.
That was quite like the time to be a One Piece fan.
Oh, August was amazing. August,
Oh,
September.
yeah.
You had Gear 5, you had the TV show, and where was the manga at that time?
The manga was just about to get to the flashback, because I remember being depressed about Ginny at the end of last summer, towards the tail end.
Man.
Because that was when we were all like, we get to see, because I remember me and Drew just being like, can't wait to the next chapter when Kuma and Genie get it on, and then we're just like, oh no, and then Genie gets abducted, and we're like, oh no. So that was around like August, September. And I remember feeling gross about that.
Oh right, Bonnie doesn't even have a devil fruit.
We don't know what the hell that is. He said your powers. Because he's the one who gave it to her.
But more of like an extract.
We don't know. Because they were doing experiments to see if babies could have effects of devil fruits in certain situations.
The experiment was the effect. I think he was experimenting on whether babies can be given devil fruits without them having to eat it.
No, I think yeah. And then also she got a side effect from her mom's disease, which was just horrifying to begin with. Genie turned into a jewel and then Jewelry Bonnie had those jewels. That was a great time to be One Piece, but at the same time, that hit. Actually, let me even go back and take a look at what chapters.
Wait, Ginny turned into a jewel?
That's how she
No,
died.
the disease is called sapphire disease, I think.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah, so it basically killed her.
And can you imagine if it's like a really valuable diamond that like people wear?
Well, that's what I was just wondering. Like, does somebody have this jewel?
That'd be interesting. I didn't think about that until you just said that.
You know, I'm sure one of the Gurusai are using it as like a ring or something.
Actually, I take it back. So, August 20th, so right before the live action came out, we had just captured. Actually, Kizaru made landfall. Let's just say that. Kizaru made landfall and started fighting Sentamaru. That was the chapter that happened the week before the live action came out. Was Kizaru made landfall and started fighting Sentamaru.
My mind is blown.
That's the chapter. And then October 15th was the first chapter of the Backflash.
I can't believe
Kuma's backstory began.
I can't believe how long this arc has been going.
It doesn't
Because
feel like
it does
it.
not feel long. It's so well written that it feels very short.
I would honestly say at this point in Wano, people were starting to complain.
I think
I'm like
Wano was more redundant.
I'm like this arc is just starting for me. You know,
it feels like it.
It's like, man, it's just getting good, and it just keeps getting better. There's no slow build-up. It's just action, non-stop.
Yeah, it's just building it up for the like.
Oh man,
it's just releasing a lot of information.
Not to mention when
they
do use the Mother Flame in the anime.
That'd be the least.
That was one of the most crazy episodes to watch.
oh my goodness, I almost peed myself. So, the attempt... a year ago, the last chapter in May, a year ago, our boys of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet, in this corner, you have Little Leo, and in this corner, you have Sai, drilled St. Charlos into the fucking ground! Yes! That was a year ago! Oh my god!
The hammer and nail, right?
Yeah.
That was a year ago! Oh my god. Yeah, the anime has a lot to get to, boy. Like, they're not getting anywhere close. There's a lot.
It just feels so close.
The internet's gonna go on fire when that happens. Oh, I forgot all about that. I forgot.
Can I ask Bullet one more question? And I think we should probably wrap it up in a minute.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so great. Bullet, sorry. Okay, favorite seraphim of the little seraphim.
Ooh, which baby?
Warlords.
And because we've seen Baby Dofi and Baby Croc, whatever she is, or he, because that was a very androgynous baby. And then we saw Baby Moria too. Skinny! That one threw me off.
Man, I want to say Boa.
Yeah.
Because she's still obsessed with Luffy.
The most personality.
Cause she has the most personality for sure.
Well, I don't think that's fair because they're based off of their originals. The only ones who are gonna have personality outside of Boa is Dofi and Moria. Like,
well, guess what? She's better than both of those.
Kuma's not
has a personality.
Mihawk barely talks. Like, he's not gonna say a damn thing. Kuma's not gonna say a damn thing, and Jinbei's not gonna say a damn thing. That's why we're just like, oh, do they talk? And that's why when she started talking, we're like,
wait, you really think Jinbei wouldn't say anything?
He has not been. Baby Jinbei is not a talker. Jinbei is not a talker. What are you talking about?
You don't think he is?
No.
those Seraphim are exactly like their originals.
Well, Kuma, yeah, like he didn't talk. But
Jinbei's
like,
not talking.
and Mihawk didn't talk.
Except Dofi.
Jinbei was talking to Luffy right from the get-go.
Okay, so Jinbei was talking to Luffy, but I'm talking about like in a general sense, Jinbei's not talking to anyone else. Now, if you're talking about making the comparison of like Boa being attracted to Luffy and baby Jinbei like being like Luffy-kun, I don't know if there would be that connection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the attraction one, where even Jinbei is like, ha ha ha, even Boa's Seraphim can't.
Well, to be fair, Boa wasn't initially attracted to Luffy.
That's fair. I think
it's a disease, right?
It wasn't like a love at first sight thing. It was like a kind of an earned thing.
That is true, and I will give you that one. I do still feel that the personalities of them, whereas baby Jinbei especially isn't really going to be a talker.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Baby Kuma definitely isn't going to say a word, like, because Kuma doesn't do that.
Yeah, Kuma doesn't talk.
I can't wait. I feel like once we see Moria, he's not going to shut up. And Dofi's not going to shut up, but then Crocodile...
Dofi's not going to shut up.
But then Crocodile would. Whatever they... Because I'm going to call Baby Crocodile they for the remainder of this. Because if it's she, I'm losing my fucking mind.
I don't really know with Jinbei, though, because, like, I don't see him being, like, the silent type when confronting somebody. But we've also never encountered Jinbei as a warlord enemy.
No, but for example, when he was fighting against what was the kitties? What was the kitty in Wano? Like the kitty in Wano was talking to him, and Jinbei was responding. Jinbei wasn't like talking to him in that engaging type of way. It was more of like that. He says something, and Jinbei's like, "All right, you racist. I'll engage with you." As opposed to the others that I would say are more vocal in their nature, let's say.
Yeah.
So I will give it to you that he is not as quiet as Baby Kuma, Baby Croc, maybe Baby Mihawk, because Mihawk is just like, meh, how dare you trap me in this bubble, meh. But definitely, as far as personalities go, I can't wait for Baby Dofi, because that one, I can't wait. That little devil is gonna be crazy. And if Crocodile has any gender fluidity, I'm screaming. Cause oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Because if that's confirmed that Crocomom has if Crocodile had any prior history of being female, I'm losing my fucking mind.
No. Listen. I know Luffy's lineage. It's the Sky People.
Maybe.
That's his mom. His mom's gonna be a Sky person or something.
Or Crocodile. So we'll see.
No, come on.
Man.
What if Joy Boy created the giants like he created Zunisha?
Yeah, see, I think I like that idea. He blew in all their mouths and they blew up like little gummy
Well,
Give me a kiss.
if he's their god, then they may have some funny way of how giants used to be just a little bit bigger than people. And then here comes and then here comes Nika. The giant said, "Make me bigger." And Nika said, "Okay," and pumped them up. And now giants are like this. Like, that is also the Elbath Fable thing.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Segrain, Elbath is Fable backwards. We had that discussion back over the weekend. And
I feel like we talked about that before. But...
We have in different situations, I think, because I think Grand Line Reviews discussed it. But it's one of those where I love the throwbacks, because the Elbath, everyone's big because they're giants, is literally the song that Luffy and Usopp sang in Little Garden, and they sang it here, and I love it. So I think we're in a pretty good place. At an hour and 15, I'm gonna go ahead and call the poll. So, okay, I guess the community thinks that it's if who would win in a fight, Drakeo Mihawk or St. Venus Juro? It's a tie.
Oh, I forgot to vote.
Sorry, man. That's voting's important. Haven't you been yelled at about that? Who said
Oh,
that?
it's done. Oh, I would have voted for Dracula Mihawk.
Okay.
Well,
I think it's gonna be more of a draw.
Also, MVP. Who's the MVP in the chapter?
How about did anybody do anything especially funny? Oh, how about
Nothing
Vivi for
really.
shutting the bird's mouth?
For what? Say that one more time.
Okay, you can
Oh,
zoom in
yeah,
on Vivi shutting Big News Morgan's mouth,
Okay.
and just zoom in on that.
I think
no.
no. What are your thoughts, Doug?
It was Nestero, obviously. He dealt the most. He dealt the most damage.
What about Demalo Black?
Oh.
It was obviously Foxy.
Oh man, I wouldn't give it to Foxy. Foxy's a great character.
I can make Foxy the thumbnail.
I think
It's
it's
Foxy or
between
Vivi?
Demalo Black and Foxy.
I like
didn't
Vivi
get
better.
to
I
get that
absolutely hate Foxy, but like that's what makes him great.
All right. So let's go ahead and bullet. What was yours?
Foxy.
Mine?
We got one for Foxy. Segrain, who's yours?
I think I'll go with Demalo Black.
I'll go for Vivi.
So okay. So I'm the three-way tie. It's VV.
Yeah, boy.
Okay. So I'll go.
I
I'll
know why
find
you
one
said
of
Vivi,
the-
because you're a kid fan.
That's gonna be a short, by the way. I'm definitely gonna make that one into a short because that was hilarious. Thank you all for joining us, and especially for those who are watching back. I am the DarkBriton of the Runaway Warlords. These are my amazing friends. Be ready because we have a chapter coming in 7 days, and it feels so good.
Oh,
2
yes,
for
thank God.
2. Hopefully, we'll
Oh
all
my
be
god.
right.
Jesus alive, we can praise the heavens.
And now we can start jumping in. As we get further in, we will possibly just have a overall stream since Doug's schedule is going to be opening up a little bit more. Maybe have a full One Piece live action discussion now that we're a year out. We can actually think about that.
With the PowerPoint.
We can even you and your PowerPoints. We can even have a comparison against like other live actions that have come out because we can now have like that. We have time between that 6 months. We've thought about it. We've had yays and nays. Usopp's nose versus Usopp kissing Kaya. All these good things that we can discuss. So, thank you. Any last final thoughts, gentlemen?
Lucci.
And looking forward to this chapter.
Yeah, Rob
did you do what?
Lucci is never gonna be a good boy.
And Drew should lose a lot of money for just even thinking that.
Yeah. he just-
Lucci.
All right, lads. Thank you all
I
for
can't get
joining.
him to come.
Thank you all for joining us. We'll hopefully see the
Oh, he's on
puppy
the couch.
in the next time, and we will catch you all next time. Stay reckless, stay reckless, Nakama, and always remember that anime is adulting. Peace.
Oh, wait. Oh, here we go. Bye.
Peace.